And so he hits both. On offense, here are the Nuggets. 4-point game. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. Murray with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. A step back shot here. Murray, no good. And so Green will bring it up for the Lakers. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played. McGee dishes to Green. Here's Davis. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Caldwell Pope against Murray. That's tipped. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
James, the bounce pass, and that one's good by Davis.
Boy, you gotta love that assist by LeBron.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter basketball. Murray against LeBron. Here's Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nikola Jokic has great size and mobility. He's very good at forcing the defense's hand and drawing the foul.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And the first one at the line is good. And, you know, there are so many things to like about Jokic's game, Clark, and his footwork is right near the top.
I would agree with that, Kevin. His footwork is exquisite. I mean, it is top shelf. This guy does not get enough credit for his pivoting, but his hands are great. His touch is phenomenal. He loses a lot of defenders when he's back to the basket with that footwork of his. I tell you, I was so impressed when I locked into him with my isolated camera during the playoffs. The Joker is no joke.
Now here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston. Looking for McGee. He gets it there.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
Murray surveying the D. The pass to Craig. Outside Porter. Over Caldwell Pope. And that one's good by Porter.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
James outside. Here's Green. No good that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. Down low. It's tipped and stolen by LeBron. To the middle. Here's Caldwell Pope. Yes, that goes in.
I think it's important that Caldwell Pope makes these shots, showing real toughness, converting through contact.
Murray, the pass to Millsap. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Murray. 6 to shoot. From deep. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
A really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, Greg, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Here's Murray. They trail by 7. Great tee that time from Green.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
And another miss by Denver. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And with the playoffs ahead, some have argued for a play-in tournament, Clark, to determine the 6 through 10 seeds. What do you think of that?
An interesting concept. In theory, it certainly might allow for more teams to be engaged down the stretch. You know, with Adam Silver, he's very much interested in seeing how to make the game better in every way. So there are no sacred cows. Just because it's been done one way before doesn't mean that he's not looking at ways to change it for improvement.
And keep that fan base really interested.
Yeah, that's a big part of what's made the league as successful as it has been worldwide.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both. The Nuggets trail by 9. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. You take a look at Los Angeles. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, the Nuggets just a couple spots back.
And I think for Denver, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Here's LeBron following the basket by Jokic. Outside, Davis. Back to James. A floater. The putback. Goes up again, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the Denver Nuggets get called for the foul.
Davis is really the total package. A mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
The first one falls. On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Monte Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. Good on both. Regarding super teams, Clark, you and I have talked a lot about this. Many fans view them in a negative light, but they're actually something we've seen around in this game for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. So often we become prisoners of the present and we forget about what transpired in the past, but the Celtics in the 60s were as dominant as any team in the history of the game. The Lakers in the 80s, the Bulls in the 90s. But I guess fans have a complaint because they feel those teams came together more organically compared to what seems to be a movement by free agents that has led to dominant championship teams, although the Warriors pretty much have built their championship team through the draft.
And they pick up 2.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Lakers leading by 7. Pass to James. Back to Green from past the arc. They grab their own miss.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Murray, no good.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
McGee trying to break free. And it's Green missing. The Nuggets trail by 9. Passes it to Murray. At the top of the key, Millsap. Back to Murray. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's James. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. He dishes it to Caldwell Pope. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Here's Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And one on Caldwell Pope. The Nuggets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Free throw, no good. Some changes for the Lakers. Howard comes in for JaVale McGee. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Caldwell Pope. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Green taking his time here. Kuzma finds Davis. Now here's Howard. Millsap covering. Outside Green. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Lakers have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Exactly. I mean, that's what's helped them build this early lead.
The pass to Howard. On the wing, James. Covered by Morris. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Lakers have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Yeah, not only the trips to the line are a concern, but the foul trouble also. You've got to play defense with your feet and do so without fouling.
Now, here's Howard. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Clock at 6. Pass to Kuzma. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Murray. Great D that time from Green.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And finished off by Davis.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Murray. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Jokic. And no good. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. They lead by 11. Here's Kuzma. Misses in close.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, have to enjoy, guys, seeing Murray jam it down like that. I mean, his vertical is pretty impressive.
Morris against LeBron. Poked away. Here's Howard. Tries again. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, here is Morris. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Murray, no good. Lakers leading by 9. Here's Kuzma. Outside, Green. James looking it over. The shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Murray against Davis. Murray kicks to Morris. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Jokic, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for James. Right around 25 points per, 10 assists, and 8 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night. Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
You look at Paul Millsap, one of my favorite players. Came into the league after 3 years of college as an undersized power forward who has shown that he not only can rebound, but has become an all-star scorer, too.
And the technical free throw is good. And year in and year out, Paul Millsap finds a way, Clark, to get it done.
He does, guys. I mean, he's just rock solid. An all-star player multiple times. All he does is help his team win, and he does it in ways beyond just scoring and rebounding. He can open up space with his shooting. He's an outstanding passer, and he's also good at the defensive end and picking people's pockets. Well, I like how Paul Millsap used his body to get into the defender there.
Morris against Green. Pass to LeBron. Sinks that one from the post. James has got 6 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Murray with it. 9 points in the game so far. Feeds to Millsap. Back to Murray. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Right side, Green. Goes up on the wing. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Lakers leading by 8. It's Kuzma penetrating. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Morris passes to Millsap for the 3. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, Grant down low with Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Craig in at the small forward position. Here's Craig. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Jokic. Nice form on the 20-footer.
You know, since his rookie year, Jokic's confidence has really grown. I mean, he's gotten extremely comfortable with his jump shot now.
Passes to LeBron. Kuzma outside. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Dozier. Howard with the steal. And here we go with Waiters. Running it up the court. And then Waiters with the jam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
The pass to Jokic. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Now Morris. Pass to Dozier. Over Waiters. Dozier can't get it to go. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11 points. Kuzma inside. Not his night so far. That's miss number 5 with no makes. Here's Dozier. Pass to Jokic. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Denver calls timeout. And the bright lights of L.A. perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Los Angeles. Porter's checked in for Denver. This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot block leaders. 5th on the list, Anthony Davis.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Passes it to Dozier. Grant with the ball. And here's Morris for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Morris has got 5 points so far.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 8. Now, here is Morris. Over to the left wing. Here's Dozier. And James pulls it down. Lakers leading by 6. Waiters outside. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Now, here is Morris. He's got 5. Grant kicks to Morris. On the wing, Porter over Smith. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And the pass to James. Howard against Jokic. Goes up. Howard can't hit.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
A nice shot by Dozier. Dozier's got his second basket.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Loads it up for Davis. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Morris against LeBron. Smith outside. Davis against Grant. And Grant sends it back. Outside Porter. In the corner, it's Morris. He feeds it to Grant. Back to Morris. Releases. Again, the Nuggets score. The Lakers in the lead. To the inside. James, the pass to Howard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Morris against LeBron. Pass to Howard. Clock at 4. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And James throws it down.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Jokic on top. James covering. It's stolen by Davis. Inside. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Howard determined to punish the rim and scare off defenders when he gets inside. Watch out now.
Denver calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Troy Daniels is checked in for Denver. Analytics, Clark, are such a major factor for coaching staffs and scouting staffs, and plenty of micro-analysis to go around. But some statistics can actually be a little bit misleading, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and you can torture the numbers to say whatever you want them to say, so you have to be careful. I think there's a great place for analytics in the game. It's very useful in some areas, but you have to balance it. There has to be a blend there. Take, for instance, shot blocking. Just because you don't block a shot, that sometimes can dismiss what changing shots do to a team's defense or for a team's defense. The number of threes being taken. Effective field goal percentage is more important than raw field goal percentage because of threes.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. On defense, the Lakers. They've led by as many as 11 points. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Morris. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Morris has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Back to James. And they double up James. Smith outside. LeBron drives in again. Los Angeles.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Porter. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And that sends Michael Porter to the free throw line. That's on LeBron James.
And the medical red flags for Michael Porter Jr. caused him to slide to the Nuggets in the 2018 draft. 2 back surgeries in less than a year. An injury suffered initially in his sophomore year of high school. The risk is there, but if his body holds up, potentially a star in the making.
Porter, no good on that one. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Pass to Jokic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
When you let Nikola Jokic get comfortable, it's a wrap. It's all over. He's a skilled scorer on the interior.
Now here is Smith. Pass to Davis. Smith outside. And there's the pass to LeBron. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And that's 15 points for LeBron.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Jokic passes to Morris. The dish now to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic, no good. Lakers leading by 7. Smith finds James. And they double up LeBron. Waiters outside. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
Howard trying to free himself up. James, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Morris, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do on the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Now here's Waiters following the 3-point attempt by Jokic. Waiters no luck. The Nuggets trail by 5. Morris, left side. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Morris has got 11.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now here's Howard. Kicks to LeBron. Sinks the triple. James has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Lakers.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Porter against James. Out to Morris. Pass to Jokic. Dishes it to Porter. From deep three-point range, and the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Raiders on the wing. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Smith outside. And it's off from three-point range. The Nuggets trail by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Morris outside, out to the right wing. Fades. Jokic with the bucket. He's got 12.
Boy, you got to like how locked in Jokic is on offense now. His confidence is sky high, and he believes he can score on anybody, anytime.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to do easy basket layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 18 points, 7 assists, and 1 steal. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they're doing a great job of pushing the action and getting to the foul line. They aren't just pulling up for uncontested shots. They're making the defense react to them. In transition, on the dribble, and with those quick cuts, they're in attack mode. That's dangerous. To beat them, you need to force them to play more defensively.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were, but their bench came up with some big shots. Gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they...
Quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Davis. And it's McGee in at the 5 roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here's Murray. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
And here is Murray. Pass to Jokic. He kicks to Porter. Passes it to Jokic. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Here's James. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. McGee inside. He's against Jokic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Terrific awareness among this collection of centers and power forwards. The big men averaging the most assists per contest over the previous 10 games. Jokic is second.
And these are some of the most complete players in our league. I mean, they're not just traditional score and rebound big men. They can beat you with their passing as well.
And their teammates know to always keep moving on the perimeter because the ball will be coming back out to you if you work yourself free. And you're looking at some of the masters of the kick-out pass right there.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Here's Craig. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The three. They get it back. Jokic hangs in the air, and the layup is up and in.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
Lakers leading by 4. LeBron outside. There's the pass to Green. Down low. Here's Davis, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. The Lakers have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. First free throw is good. Look, we've talked about footwork, but a player's hands, how he catches, how he passes, the use of his hands are huge. And there are a couple guys out there that are great at that.
Kawhi Leonard has got some mitts unlike any other in the league. I mean, he's not that tall. He's long-armed, and his hands are humongous. That ball looks like a tennis ball in his hands. And not only are they big, they're good. He's active with them on defense, and he's very strong in how he handles the ball offensively. You know, I think about a guy in terms of maybe not size, but really good hands. Jokic, his hands are phenomenal.
Now here's Murray. 9 points in the game so far.
And if you don't get out on Murray, he will torch you. Lethal from behind the arc.
Lakers leading by 3. James outside. To the middle. Here's Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion. Checking out the stats for Jokic. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. 12th in rebounding, 14th in assists, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play, really helping his team compete for wins. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Following the miss by Jokic. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Pass to Craig. Outside Millsap. Pass to Murray. From outside the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball. Murray's got 6 in the quarter.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
LeBron James on the wing. And they double up James. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And with the leaping ability that Caldwell Pope possesses, he knows when to bounce to the rack and throw it down.
Murray kicks to Jokic. He dishes it to Millsap. Porter passes to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. No good on that one. Good D by LeBron. And so Green will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11 points.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
First one falls for him. And the Lakers with some changes. Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Alex Caruso in for James. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Lakers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Caruso, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Craig kicks to Murray. Drains the three-pointer. Murray's got the lead up to 1 now for Denver.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Here's Caruso. Morris outside. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Morris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Passes to Jokic. Back to Murray. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Boy, what a smooth and skilled passer Jokic is. For a big guy, he's extremely dangerous at dropping dimes in the pick and roll.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. 11 points in the game. Outside Green. The feed to Morris. Good as Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game. The Nuggets trail. Here's Craig, right now averaging about 5 points a game. Millsap against Kuzma. Millsap dishes to Murray. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, Clark, one thing you have to respect about Jamal Murray is how intense of a competitor he is.
And you can't substitute competitive spirit, Kevin. It's a great attribute to have, and you see that in how he's improved his game year to year. I mean, he loves being in the spotlight, going up against the game's big-name guards, and he doesn't shy away at all. That's a credit to him.
Throw good, Murray. Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
I think the rebounding piece. I always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds, but that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart, make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package, skilled at making the correct pass.
And so it's the Lakers with it. The Nuggets hitting the bucket. Murray outside. And again, Denver with the triple.
Murray plays with such a nice rhythm, especially on offense, and he's got a really good feel and understanding of when to shoot the pull-up.
Here's Caruso. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Sunday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that matchup with the Thunder, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
And the first one drops. And the Lakers making a change here. Smith is checked in. He hits both from the stripe. The Nuggets leading by 3. Now the pass to Craig. Pass to Jokic to the wing right side. Murray against Morris. From 20 feet out. Offensive rebound, and Jokic slams it in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Well, you know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. Fourth spot held by the Lakers. Number 5, the Nuggets.
You know, both of these teams really look to hammer the offensive glass on a nightly basis. So some commonalities between them. This should be a physical battle tonight.
Now here is Smith. Pass to Caruso. Back to Green. From deep three-point range. And again, the Lakers no good.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot. And the team is struggling because of it.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Lakers trail by 7. Smith outside. Passes it to Caruso. And again, the Lakers no good. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. The pass to Craig. Morris against Jokic. Pass to Craig. Great D that time from Green. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Smith, no luck. The Nuggets leading by 7. Here's Craig. Moves back up. Here's Millsap. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Millsap's got his first 2 points of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And it's Smith missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Bowl, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. Lakers trail by 11. Here's Caruso. Morris finds Smith. They need this one, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And the Lakers call time here.
And really, few guys in the league are more unique than Bobo. Has length for days, but needs to add a tremendous amount of strength to guard his natural position.
And looking now at some numbers for Murray. He's really stood out for them over the past month. He's averaging 19 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Caruso, the pass to Smith.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Here's Green. Denver getting their last shot to go. And the call up against Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him. Davis is checked in for Markieff Morris. On defense, the Nuggets, 15-point game. Smith scanning the floor. 4 on the shot clock. Kuzma finds Green. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now, here's Bull. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
There's Green with the three. Nice D from Porter.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Craig passes to Jokic. Great D that time from Green. And so Green will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They get it back. Davis, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Davis has got 10 points here in the second half. Inside. Grabs the rebound again. He holds in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Nuggets on top, up by 15. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Michael Porter's out there with Jokic. Then there's Bull. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Dozier in at the 2 spot. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Davis.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
And Murray, here we go. It's hauled in by LeBron. LeBron's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Murray finds Porter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
James, the pass to Davis. And the basket is good. Davis has got 7 now in this quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today. But he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now here's Murray. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Jokic draws the double. Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
And, you know, this is something Jokic does extremely well. He excels at finding the open man with quality passes.
James dishes to Davis. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Lakers trail by 10. James, the pass to Kuzma. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Nuggets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And that one's good by Porter.
He's just a natural scorer who can heat up fast. Porter's offensive game very impressive, and he's still adding to it.
Now here's Waiters. There's the dish to Davis. James against Murray. James right side. Waiters for 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Denver leading by 12. Murray the pass to Bull. To the inside. Here's Porter. No good that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. Kuzma with it. Over Murray. Kuzma, that's good.
You know, for such a young player, Kuzma has a tremendous amount of confidence, and Seems to be comfortable no matter where he is and what the circumstance is.
Here's Dozier, and finished off by Porter.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And yes, it's good. 31 points for Davis.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Bull, the pass to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. Almost, but it rolls out. Lakers trail by 10. And finished off by LeBron.
So special and exciting to watch greatness. LeBron James tonight playing at the highest level.
And Jokic slams it in.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers, trailing by 10. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Porter's running. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his third assist on the night.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Now here's James. Waiters outside. Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Down low. Murray, no good.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Smith finds Davis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jokic.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
And he knocks down the first one.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caldwell Pope in for J.R. Smith. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Danny Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. Denver leading by 8. Now Murray. And Porter, here we go. Stolen by McGee. Murray against LeBron. Bangs home the trifecta. James has got 5 points now in the quarter. To the paint, here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
You know, when he's got the position he wants inside, he's committed to throwing it down. And Millsap, he's got a nice vertical on him, too.
Green, the pass to LeBron. And LeBron throws it down.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally, the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Count that one. Lakers trail by 7. Outside, Green kicks to James. LeBron is doubled. Caldwell Pope against Porter. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And this offensive explosion has narrowed the gap.
Almost happened too late, partner. I mean, their offense didn't come alive until they were nearly out of it, but it is alive now.
Now, here's Jokic. Inside. Here's Daniels, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And the Lakers get called for the foul.
And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are. A lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
And he makes the first.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Both free throws good from Daniels. Now here's LeBron. Outside, Davis. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and it's McGee with the jam.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Murray against James. And there's Daniels. That's good on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 5 assists tonight. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. High post, Davis. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now here's James following the miss by Michael Porter. And they double up James. Feeds it to Caldwell Pope. 5 on the clock. Green inside the three-point line. Rebound by Murray.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Great D that time from James.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
To the middle, McGee. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot. Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Here's Green. Michael Porter making his last shot. And here is Green. Jokic with the steal. Here's Daniels. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists in the game.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Now, here's Green. To the paint, trying to get something going. McGee's shot is off.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
First free throw is good.
You know, you look at Jamal Murray, and this guy just seems to be a natural scorer. has no problem scoring the basketball from anywhere and all angles. Has tremendous confidence at the offensive end. And, guys, I think he's just scratching the surface.
Denver making a switch here. Craig's checked in. And so Murray nails both of them. And with the way Murray scores, Clark, he's a great fit for the Nuggets.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kevin, because the team has plenty of playmakers and guys like Jokic, and that takes some of the playmaking pressure away from Murray. It allows Murray to simply just focus on what he does best, which is put the ball in the basket.
The Nuggets leading by 10. Got it. Good job in the low post. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the confidence oozing from Murray. Just so efficient from the interior.
Outside, Green. Kicks it out to James. Passes it to Caldwell Pope. Another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
LeBron against Murray. He feeds it to Millsap. And Davis sends it back. Down low, here's Caldwell Pope. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Here's Murray up on top. He's guarded by Davis. Jokic inside. McGee's there. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
It's the first one to push the lead to double digits.
Jokic is one of those new breed of positionless players. On any given night, he could lead the team in points, rebounds, or assists, or maybe all three, triple-double-like.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Markieff Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. Dudley comes in for Anthony Davis. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Danny Green. And Cook subbed in for James. And Jokic drops them both.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Here is Cook. He's covered by Daniels. Here's Morris. Lays it up off the glass.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Here's Jokic. The clock now can just run out for the Nuggets. So the Nuggets win it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some. And what has that process been like?
You know, you just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open. But some of the concepts have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Tonight, two teams, Chris, that love to run the ball through the post. I think you would have loved playing on either side as you take a look at these teams.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, to be in that spot, I mean, think about it. That's where Draymond Green loves to be in the most, where he can facilitate. You can actually play the point guard from the post side. You can see over your left shoulder or right shoulder. I think it's a better angle, actually, to see everyone. Every defender can't lock into you, and one strong cut with integrity and your teammates, oh, they'll get a wide open bucket.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position.
See, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice.
Jokic high post. McGee's there, and he makes that one.
He must have a real good feel for the fadeaway. I mean, he uses it even when no one's on him.
On the wing, James, guarded by Porter. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. And he recovers it, makes it off the glass. And here is Green. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. McGee up top. Jokic defending. Lets the three fly. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by McGee.
Defensively, he'd like to rush James off the three-point line, but then that causes other problems like his drive.
Murray kicks to Craig. McGee against Jokic. And Davis pulls it down.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. Got to get the whole team pumped up.
Pass to LeBron. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 5. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. James, that's a two-pointer. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
No, that's just too easy for me. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
Here's Jokic. He can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Alden.
Well, Mike Malone gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach knows that the Lakers have had an advantage over him this season, beating them twice in their 3 meetings. He said that dealing with LeBron is still asking the impossible, but we'll try something different. He said we might see as many as 3 or 4 different defenders taking their turns on LeBron to give him different looks. Well, lots of teams have tried that over the years. We'll see if they can make it work, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Green against Murray. Green, the pass to LeBron. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Here's Davis. Second chance shot. He lays it in.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways. And that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for it with hops.
Here's LeBron. 3-point lead. High post, Davis. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Oh, fantastic vision. I mean, Bron always cognizant of everyone around him.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Green deciding where to go with it. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Murray against Davis. Count that bucket. Davis has got 6. The Nuggets trail by 5. Craig gets to Millsap. Outside, Porter. Wide open look here for Murray. Traps in the tray. Murray's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Murray has such a soft-looking shot, especially from deep, where he is just lights out.
And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. A lot of different styles of basketball, and you know, we're talking about Coach of the Year here. What style of coach did you prefer to play for?
Well, I just wanted a coach that was honest, that held everyone accountable, and allowed us to get out and run. You want a coach that believes in the talent that he has and doesn't hamper anyone's skill set, doesn't hold anyone back based upon their offensive philosophy. The game is changing, so hopefully you have a coach that is flexible. Hopefully you have a coach that is forward-thinking, and you have a coach that says, let it fly. That might be the most important skill set of a coach, in my opinion. One that says, hey, you got an open shot, you better take it.
Checking out the stats for Jokic. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Putting up about 18 points per, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
Now here's Murray. He's got 5, 4 on the clock. And it's Denver scoring again.
And you can't afford to give Murray any room to fire. Just a great scorer who continues to get better.
Outside, Green. James outside. Count the basket. LeBron's got 5 points so far.
Old school. I mean, beating the D with the finger roll. I love seeing that.
To the inside, Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Here's Green. No points in the game yet for him. And it's Davis missing. Murray against Green. Murray surveying the D. Feeds it to Millsap. It's good. This game is all even.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
James outside. Pass to Green. Knocked away. Jokic with the steal. The finish. And Jokic slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
The drive.
Oh, wow! Nice. I love how fierce James is. A ferocious dunk artist.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. Inside. He wants to get to Millsap and does. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 6 points for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside, Davis. And the pass to LeBron. Caldwell Pope outside. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Porter, and he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
McGee dishes to James. From outside, off the mark. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. It's stolen by Green. Floats it up for Davis. Porter pulls it in.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Jokic trying to free himself up. And again, Denver with the triple.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Now, here's Green. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Davis finds James. They need this. No good. He missed it. Brings him to 3 for 8 this game.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Right wing. James against Murray. Here's Jokic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure's on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, Jay. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Caldwell Pope. And Jokic drops them both. Some people have already predicted future MVPs. Is there a surprise name that you think could win that MVP award, Chris, down the road?
Oh, I think there are a few surprises. I mean, we can go young with young guys like a Trae Young or Luka Doncic. We can go with guys that we expect to do it, like Anthony Davis, who it just seems like he's just fighting at the bit. There's a few young Celtics. There's a few young Lakers that in a few years you never know what they could do, especially the ones that are playing with great guys and watching their practice habits, game habits, stealing their recipes or stealing what they eat before the game and their health-wise. So many guys right now that are going to be in that second tier coming up. It's going to be fun to watch their growth.
It will.
You know, trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. The Lakers in 5th.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
On the wing, Green. He's covered by Murray, and it's in there.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And it's Murray with the jam.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Now here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
Now here's Murray. Following the miss by Anthony Davis. Here's Craig. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Now here's James. He has 7. Kuzma outside. Passes it to LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. An amazing run for him the second half of the season. 5th in blocks, 9th in rebounding, and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. he can fill it up with the best of them.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
The first one falls. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Oh, you love how effortless James makes this game look. Everything comes easy to him.
Jokic on top. Back to Murray. Porter against Kuzma. Here's Craig. No good with the triple. Lakers trail by 12. LeBron outside. And James throws it down hard.
I like the intensity from James, using his speed tonight toward the rim.
Murray the pass to Porter. Back to Murray. It's Jokic top of the key. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's James. 11 points in the game. From deep three-point range, Nikola Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We come back right after this. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you gotta have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And guys, we've seen the Nuggets really take control here.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
So on the floor for Denver, Grant down low with Jokic. Morris is out there with Murray, and it's Porter in at the small forward. Now here's LeBron, and it's Davis at the elbow. And good that time. Davis has got 10 points.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Here's Morris. Here's Jokic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Dwight Howard. The shoe culture becoming a bigger part of the game. Signature shoes, custom shoes, collections. P.J. Tucker with over 4,000 pairs of shoes. See, Webb, are you a collector?
I love it, and it's all because of the Jordan phenomenon. What Michael Jordan did for the game, not just with the shoe, but what he did for the game and making it be so cool in the culture. I got to give my boys in Michigan, I got to give us a little credit, too, with what we did there. But the shoe game has definitely become something that's just crazy out of control. I love it, but no, yeah, I'm a little bit of a collector.
Denver making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. And Jokic drops them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
LeBron dishes to Howard. Pass to Davis. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
And that one falls for Davis. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Outside Porter. Pass to Grant. Here's Dozier. The pass to Morris. Good on the three-point shot. Morris has got 5 points now this quarter.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that, but either way, it's a tough shot.
Now here's James. He's got 13.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the deep playing soft like that.
You know, just using those long strides to just kind of knife through the teeth of the defense. Porter daring them to hit him on that one.
For Denver, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And he makes the first.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
And Porter drops them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Kuzma outside. Passes to Howard. Lakers passing it around. Here's Davis. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Morris looking over the floor. Outside Porter. Pass to Jokic. Good D by Howard. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
Yeah, it was a narrow win. But in that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
Yeah, it did. I mean, they were smart about it. once the fouls started to add up on the other side, they really turned up the heat.
Raiders no luck. The Nuggets leading by 13 to the inside. Morris, no good. Waiters outside. Pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. Back to Waiters. James outside. The pass to Kuzma. Shoots over Grant. Porter pulls it in.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Porter. 7 points in the game. Pass to Dozier. Pass to Jokic. Over Waiters. And it's Jokic missing. Lakers trail by 13. Loads it up for Davis. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. And coming up as an only child in difficult circumstances, LeBron James said he had to grow up early, take charge of his life at a young age.
Yeah, that's what made him such a solid person and a great basketball player. Ever since he sought control of his own destiny, Kevin, he empowered trusted friends along the way. He's paved a new path for players taking ownership of their careers.
Here is Porter following the basket by Anthony Davis. And it's Grant in the corner. Over Davis. No good from Grant. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And Davis throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here is Morris. 5 points in the game. Here's Jokic. And again, unable to change momentum here. Waiters for 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And now just a 4-point Nugget lead.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Fans, broadcasters love to see teams get out and attack in transition. Would you like to see the league crack down on intentional fouls that will halt that break, slow down that break, stifle that break?
No, because the home fans or the fans of the team that's fouling doesn't want that team to get out and get an easy 2 points. I mean, we still have to have defense in the game, so anything that takes away from teams scoring, you just can't say, well, we want to watch them score, don't do it. No. And very honestly, if you're an unselfish team, usually on those breaks, it's usually because a player holds the ball too long. Usually they have another open player in front of them that they could pass it up to. And if you're an unselfish team, usually you still give the fans what they want. And that's a crazy highlight on the play.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Bol, he's checked in for Denver. Morris into the lane. Off the mark, and the drop continues.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Here's Morris following the basket by Anthony Davis. Jokic with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Morris against Howard. Morris passes to Dozier. Over Waiters. That one a little long. The Lakers trail. James in the post. Morris is there. Davis dishes to Howard. Trying to get open is Davis. A nice shot by Howard.
And that's Howard's comfort zone. In close, near the bucket.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Kicks it to Waiters. And another 3 for the Lakers.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come from him.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Nuggets. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. The Lakers second.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long, so that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
Morris passes to Jokic. Now, here's Bull. He's guarded closely. Clock at 6. Back to Jokic. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. That's short off the rim.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the Denver Nuggets get called for the foul. Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Denver making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. And James drills them both. The Nuggets trail by 5. Daniels kicks the ball. Now Daniels. Pass the ball. They could use a bucket, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Dion Waiters.
Yeah, Ball with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
For Denver, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
No good on the free throw.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And he's good on the second.
And like his father, Manu, Bowl's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Good on the bucket. James has got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
And stolen by James. Here's Smith, and J.R. Smith with the slam.
And James is great at staying alert on defense, pouncing on any opportunity he sees to swipe the ball.
Morris outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's good, 2 points. And now it's a 10-point Laker lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Morris passes to Jokic. He kicks it to Bull. To the left side wing. With the shot. The Nuggets with another miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Morris against Smith. Morris passes to Jokic. And no good. The try spell continuing for him.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Here's Daniels. Finished off the break. Daniels has got his first bucket of the night.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now, here's Howard. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Waiters. Lays it up and banks it in. Waiters got 8 points here in this quarter.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Morris outside. Kicks it to Bull. And there's the pass to Daniels. Just 5 on the clock. Excellent D there from Waiters. Los Angeles leading by 12. And even though Chris Dwight Howard won't be logging the 35-plus minutes he once did, he is still a factor when he's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. You better pay attention to Dwight. He can still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts where you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside.
Morris with the bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Now, here's Howard. Outside, Davis. He dishes it to Waiters. Davis, the pass to Waiters. That's a 2 from Smith. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Yeah, and he tried to work the spin move that time, and it went about as well as you'd expect.
Morris against LeBron. Morris kicks to Jokic. A rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Down low, here's Waiters. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Waiters got 13.
It was nice seeing Smith share the wealth, showing great focus passing the ball to his teammates.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jokic with it, picked up by Davis. Jokic, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
James, the pass to Davis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Bull. Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And the first one drops. Both teams deciding to change it up. Both shots good from the stripe. Two on the clock. The shot off that time. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Well, they trailed by a bunch, but once they got going, the comeback was on.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach happened out there.
Transition baskets, offensive rebounds, two of the areas that we knew coming into this game that we had to control. There's no sense of urgency right now. We're just shooting the ball. We're waiting to get back, and they're getting easy runouts.
A lot to clean up, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 26 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 assist. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
High basketball IQ, something Anthony Davis doesn't always get enough credit for. He repeatedly makes the right decisions on both ends of the floor. Not many big men can control the game the way he does.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. JaVale McGee is out there with Davis. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's Green in at the 2 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Here's Porter. And the layup is good. Porter's got 9 points.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Caldwell-Pope feeling it out a bit. The shot, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Millsap in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 9 points for Millsap.
And I tell you, Millsap's one of those players, he just seems to get better every day he's been in this league. And more than anywhere else, I think that shows in his ability to score from beyond.
Now here's Waiters. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Millsap. Releases. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket for Murray.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. LeBron's checked in for Dion Waiters. Here's Davis. 26 points for him. Banked in off the glass. Davis has got 28 points for the game.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Passes it to Millsap. Jokic against McGee. Millsap passes to Craig. 5 on the clock. Another 3 for Denver.
It hasn't taken them any time to find their rhythm in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field already.
At the elbow, it's James. And the dunk by LeBron.
If you're the defense, what can you do? James is too strong, too focused on these finishes.
James against Murray. They double him with James. To the middle, here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Anyone can tell they've ramped up the intensity. I mean, they're more assertive, especially at the offensive end.
Here's LeBron. The Nuggets getting the bucket. And he banks in the layup. James has got 4 this quarter.
I'd like to say I'm blown away, but honestly, with LeBron, a game like this is just par for the course.
They double him with LeBron. Porter looking it over. Jokic kicks to Murray. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Lakers leading by 8. On the wing, Green. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. For Los Angeles, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Davis against Millsap. Fires it up, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player, and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Free throw good, Murray. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
And so Murray nails both of them.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Morris outside. To the paint. And it's Davis with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. And here is Morris. Look at that.
Look at Morris break down the defense on this play. If they leave one of his guys open, he's going to get it to him fast.
Here's Craig, guarded by Green. Porter against Kuzma. 6 to shoot. Here's Millsap. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
A nice shot by LeBron.
LeBron is so powerful. Amazing how he maintains focus even with the D draped all over.
And it's Murray penetrating. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And he's gotten to his spots and capitalized. He just needs a little more help from his teammates.
Now here's LeBron. 25 points in the game. And the wide open shot from Green. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on it. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Outside Porter. Back to Jokic. Over Davis. And it's Jokic missing. Los Angeles leading by 16. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you got to be careful around James. Always looking to get to the line whenever you can.
For Los Angeles, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. Free throw good, LeBron. That one misses. And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated. Constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, like myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that guys just need to be a little more sensitive to it. The fans really want to know, and if the media's going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said. Denver calls timeout.
And guys, aggressive in creating his own shots, but thus far they have not been falling. Probably a good time to try and devote some of that energy to getting others involved. Let's check out stats for James. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. Second in scoring, and he's one of the most creative passers in the game, ranked 3rd overall in assists per.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, 2nd best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. Now here's Millsap over Morris. The Nuggets with another miss.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Davis against Jokic. Here's Kuzma, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, Kev, for all his scoring talent, Kyle Kuzma, he wants to be more. I mean, he's working around out his game. He's growing as a defender, rebounder, and a playmaker.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And that one misses. C-Webb last season, Kuzma making strides as a passer and as a defender.
Oh yeah, Kevin, that's because Rajon Rondo got him in the film room. Rondo! I mean, he improved his recognition, his rebounding. Still an area to work on.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
Coming out of high school, Kuzma was a very raw player, but his development was fast and furious at the college level, and he continued to get better once he entered the NBA.
Now, here's Porter. He's got 11. And finished off by Porter.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Murray against LeBron. And that one, good. LeBron's got 30 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Pass to Craig. Down low. It's deflected. Millsap. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. The drive by Green. And it's Davis at the elbow. To the inside. And the dunk by James.
Oh, come on. You can't allow James to get position down low. Once he does, he's looking to dunk it.
The Nuggets trail by 21. Murray outside. Jokic finds Porter. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic inside. Covered by LeBron. Second shot opportunity. And another shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
That one is off. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. J.R. Smith's checked in for Davis, and it's Alex Caruso in for Green. Good on the second free throw. Here's Caruso. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. James outside. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Millsap's got 4 rebounds in this game. Morris passes to Jokic. Good on the shot. Jokic has got 18 points.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Pass to LeBron. And they double up James. Here's Caruso. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. It's taken away by Smith. And they're pushing it up. And a wide open look for James. And that one goes long. The Nuggets trail by 18. Got a piece of it.
An average shot block. I mean, you want Kuzma to use his vertical more to redirect shots.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Now here's Murray. 15 points in the game. Doubled by Smith. The feed to Morris. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. He's got 10.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Here's Caruso. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
There's the pass to LeBron. Inside. That one good for 2. Caruso's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Morris passes to Jokic. And again, it's Denver. 1:37 left in the third quarter. Passes it to James. And they double up James. Caruso, the pass to Kuzma. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap with great hands and the anticipation there to block the shot.
Murray, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
LeBron passes to Smith. Morris with the ball. Here's Caruso. He feeds it to James. Unloads from 9, and the shot goes down. James has got 34.
And he delivers another.
Millsap finds Jokic. Pass to Morris. Here's Millsap. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Millsap's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
It's all clicking for him right now. I mean, they got to body him up better than that.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
And so it's Los Angeles, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys.